Okay, good morning, everyone. This is the Stoney Creek Chamber of Commerce, and we're excited to have for Small Business Week some great partners joining us. Workplace Safety and Prevention Services folks are a not-for-profit organization offering health and safety expertise and resources to Ontario. They're part of the Ontario's Occupation Health and Safety Network. And they're also partnering today with WSIB, which is the Workplace Safety Insurance Board. If you're a little older, you may remember them as WCB. And they provide wage loss benefits and medical coverage and support to help people get back to work after work-related injuries or illnesses. So I'm going to turn it over to Laura. And if you want to just take a moment to introduce yourself, and then you can share your screen and take it away.
Fantastic. Thank you so much, Brenda, and thank you to the Stoney Creek Chamber of Commerce for having us here today. As Brenda mentioned, my name's Laura Toderick, and I'm one of the Employer Health and Safety Services consultants with the WSIB. I'm joined this morning by one of my colleagues from Workplace Safety and Prevention Services, Stella Nicastro-Greeno, and she's going to take over after my presentation. So I'm really excited to be able to share some information with you today about the WSIB's incentive program, the Health and Safety Excellence Program. And the Excellence Program, just give me a thumbs up. You can see that screen okay? Did it launch? Yes, good. Awesome, thank you. And the Excellence Program is a voluntary incentive program available to employers. So this is a great opportunity to get some support with implementing health and safety programs in your business. The Excellence Program is designed as a roadmap to implementing a health and safety management system. It's a great opportunity, especially for smaller businesses when you're juggling multiple priorities and you're really not sure what is the legislation that applies to me. Or maybe you're familiar, you know the legislation, but you're still not sure what to do in order to make that work in your business. So employers who join the Health and Safety Excellence Program receive dedicated support from one of our partners, our network of Health and Safety Excellence Program providers, and to implement new health and safety programs in the workplace. When you implement those new initiatives, you actually earn rebates back on your WSIB premiums for making those health and safety improvements. So I'm going to give you an overview of how this program works. What are the rebates that are available? And I'm really excited to share that we have some extra incentives for smaller businesses in this program that are available until the end of 2024. So although that feels like it might be a time crunch, it's not. It's just a caveat for you to get started in this program and be able to earn some extra financial incentives. At the end of my presentation, I'm going to hand over the microphone or this virtual stage to Stella, my partner from WSPS, and she's going to share with you some of the great services available for small businesses through our Health and Safety Association, WSPS. They are also one of the approved providers for our Health and Safety Excellence Program, so she's got some information about how they support members in this journey. So the Health and Safety Excellence Program is made up of 39 different health and safety topics that employers can choose from. The topics are spread across 3 levels, starting out at the foundation level. There's 13 different topics there for businesses to choose from. This is where a business can start their health and safety program with setting up the basics of that system, from having a health and safety policy statement and health and safety responsibilities in the workplace, right through to establishing an incident reporting program and a first aid program. So all of the basics of what you'd expect from health and safety, recognizing hazards and putting controls in place. So those are topics that basically every business should have to have a good foundational program in place. And then you can build on that. So the way that the Excellence Program works is you select up to 5 of those health and safety topics to implement into your business. And this creates your action plan in the program, which can take you up to a year to complete. So this is a 1-year cycle, but the program is designed to be very, very flexible. So whether you want to get started now in the fall Or if you decide that, no, you know what, it really doesn't make sense for me right now, I need to wait until, the new year or the spring. The program's very flexible in that you can start at any time. All right. So that's one of the options. The other is the number of topics that you want to choose. You have the flexibility and the option to select up to 1 to 5 topics. So if you decide that 5 health and safety programs for this year is too many for you, that's okay. You can do a lesser number of topics. It really is designed to be a customized journey for your business based on what's a priority for you at this time. What are the goals for your health and safety program in order to move that needle forward? So you've got a lot of flexibility there. As I mentioned in the opening, right now we have a smaller business initiative going on, and it's available until the end of 2024. With that smaller business initiative, we are actually giving businesses with less than 100 full-time employees a $1,000 incentive just to join the program and create an action plan. So we want to support smaller businesses' journey into health and safety, support those initiatives, because we recognize sometimes the resources are less. And again, you're managing multiple priorities at one time. But this program really is designed to help you and give you that roadmap, give you that, pathway, that journey to set up health and safety initiatives to keep your employees healthy and safe. In addition to that $1,000 incentive up front, we are also doubling the rebates in the program for smaller businesses. So again, this is for any business with less than 100 full-time employees. You're going to see your rebates doubled in this program. And all you have to do is get started on an action plan by the end of this year. And you'll have up to 12 months to complete those topics that you choose to work on. So you may be thinking that all sounds great, but I still am not sure what I'm doing for implementing health and safety, like what's involved in implementing these new programs. This is where you're not alone in this program. We have a network of approved health and safety excellence program providers. There's 25 of them on the list. You can access that list directly from our program website, or you can get in touch with me or one of our consultants at the WSIB to give you some guidance on what the different offerings are from our providers. And you'll hear from Stella at the end of my presentation what WSPS offers to their members in the Excellence Program. The providers are a key component in your journey in this program because they support you through every step of participating in the Excellence Program. When you register into the Excellence Program, you're actually going to sign up with one of our providers, not directly through WSIB. So they send you a link to get onto our online portal, which is operated directly through WSIB's e-services. So if you already use our online services for reporting payroll or paying premiums, this is just another service that you can subscribe to be able to implement these health and safety programs. The providers have a variety of different services that they offer to members, from having templates for each of the topics that you want to develop. So when you go to write a policy or procedure for your health and safety topic, you're not starting from scratch. You can customize the template that they provide to you so that process is simplified. We want to make it easier and faster for you to be able to implement those health and safety improvements. But you've got that support person, that person to bounce those ideas off of. You've got questions, you call that provider and they're going to give you some guidance along the way. From there, the services vary a little bit, from offering networking meetings to their members so that you can hear from other members how they overcome health and safety challenges. They also offer a variety of different consulting and training services as well. So it's good to take a look at the service model to see how that works for you. Some employers want a higher level of service where the provider, does a lot of the work for them and assists them all the way through. And then other employers are more self-sufficient. They can take advantage of the templates and do a lot of the implementation independently. So depending on which sounds more appealing and, is a better fit for your organization, you choose what service model makes sense. Now, typically the providers do charge a fee to join the Excellence Program. That fee generally ranges between about $800 and $2,500 to participate in the program, which gives you those services for up to a year. So they're supporting you throughout that action plan cycle to implement those health and safety topics. But currently with those smaller business initiative incentives that we're offering, that $1,000 incentive that you're going to receive upfront from WSIB is going to offset those upfront provider costs. So we're trying to reduce that. We don't want that to be a barrier for smaller businesses to get started in the program and participate with the Excellence Program. So again, with those fees, you're looking at what are the services you're receiving, and ultimately the rebates that you're earning back in this program more than offset those provider registration costs and help you to invest and make progress with your health and safety programs. So if you have any questions about those provider options, again, please feel free to contact me after the webinar, and I'm happy to provide some guidance through that process. This is what the actual journey through the Excellence Program looks like. This is what we would call an action plan cycle. This is what can take you up to a year to complete. And again, this program is ongoing. So just because you complete one action plan in this program doesn't mean you're done. You can choose to re-enroll into the program, continue to work on new health and safety topics, and continue to earn rebates back from WSIB on your premiums as well. So this journey starts at the join step. This is where you're signing up, you're selecting the provider that you want to work with, signing up into the program directly with that provider. They're going to get you onto our online services portal where you're going to complete a health and safety assessment questionnaire. This is just to gauge where you are in your health and safety journey. So it's going to ask you some questions about what health and safety policies you may have developed already, and then suggest what topics you might want to work on next to improve your health and safety system. This is a great opportunity to chat with your provider about these suggestions, how it aligns with your business goals, and what you think your priorities are right now for health and safety topics. And then at that point, you select which health and safety topics you want to put on your action plan. And again, you can have up to 5 topics on that action plan at a time. Once you finalize those topic selections, you move on to step 2. This is the develop stage. At the develop stage, this is where you're going to spend the bulk of the time in the program, implementing these new health and safety topics into your workplace, developing policies and procedures for those topics, communicating those new procedures to your workers, doing some training in a lot of cases, sometimes formalized training, sometimes just awareness training for the new health and safety topics you've chosen, and then implementing if there's hazard controls or maybe an inspection process that you're implementing. This is where you're developing that schedule and making sure those inspections and hazard controls are put in place. After you're confident that everybody's using those new procedures you've developed, that you're happy with the implementation, you move on to step 3, which is the demonstrate phase. The demonstrate phase is a process we call validation, because we're validating from you some evidence files to show how you implemented the topics into the workplace. So you're going to upload some files right onto that online services platform. We have a team of validators at WSIB that's going to review the evidence submission you send us to show us that you've met the topic requirements and implemented the topics across your business. Once we've validated those as complete and your action plan is closed, you move on to the achieve step. So this is where you will earn your rebates in the program. We do pay out rebates quarterly, so you're not waiting a long time to see that money come back into your business. And you can then reinvest that money into your health and safety program as you move forward. Now, you do earn a rebate back for each individual topic that you complete. So if you work on one topic on your action plan, you'll earn a rebate for that topic once it's complete. If you work on 5 topics in the program, you'll get a rebate for each one that you complete. So it is based on the number of topics. All of the topics are weighted the same from a rebate perspective. So there's no different calculations that you need to do. And I'll talk to you a little bit more about that rebate as well. This is the list of the 39 different topics available in the program. Again, they're spread across those 3 levels I mentioned earlier. So starting out at foundations, these are your basics of a health and safety system. Leadership and commitment is your policy statement. Having health and safety communication in your workplace, whether that's through safety talks, training sessions, staff meetings with health and safety on the agenda, Maybe it's toolbox talks, tailgate meetings. Everybody has a different terminology for different huddles that they have in their workplace, but, formalized processes for implementing health and safety communication. Hazard identification, workplace inspections. Again, a lot of the basics of a health and safety system. The one I do want to point out at this level that's unique is called control of hazards. It's number 10 on that foundation level. This is unique because you can select this topic multiple times. Most of the other topics, once you've developed a procedure for those, that's going to be done. It's going to be off the list for you. But control of hazards is unique because you actually select a specific hazard each time you select that topic. So if you've identified that slips, trips, and falls are a problem in your business, you can do control of hazards for slips, trips, and falls prevention. If you want to focus on the hazards associated with work-related driving, you would select control of hazards. If you have a new piece of equipment or a new process in your business that's created new hazards, you can do that under control of hazards. So that one is unique, and sometimes people are seeking that out because they want to implement a specific hazard control program, and that's where it fits into the excellence program model. At the intermediate level, you see some more topics that build health and safety processes into your workplace. Things like pre-use inspections of equipment, contractor management. This is where you're going to find topics on emergency response procedures. It's also where you'll find topics on return to work. So if you want to focus on a formalized return to work program for your organization in case somebody is injured in the workplace, you can develop that accommodation and return to work plan process at that intermediate level as well. At the advanced level, this is more management system related topics where you're assessing your trends, doing continuous improvement opportunities, internal and external auditing on your health and safety program, and so forth. With these three levels, there are no prerequisite requirements, and you are not required to do these in any specific order. So although they're numbered, they don't have to be done that way. And you can mix and match your topic selection across the three levels at any time. So if you want to create an action plan focusing on incident investigation and analysis, first aid, and return to work topics, you can mix and match those topics from the foundation and intermediate level as you wish. So there's no restrictions that way. The other thing I want to point out about these topics is that they are aligned with other health and safety management system standards, including the Certificate of Recognition or CORE program and the ISO 45001 Health and Safety Management System standard. So if your business was interested in working towards one of those certifications, the Excellence program is designed to help you get there. We didn't want employers to have to do the work twice. So we did align the topics in the Excellence program with the elements in those other certifications to make it as streamlined as possible. So hopefully you see something on this list that piques your interest. Maybe it's a focus area or a goal for you to implement a program for these things. It's an important aspect of your system. This is an opportunity to get some support from WSIB financially and some public recognition for doing that work that you were going to do anyway. One of the support materials I will send to Brenda, so she can send this out to the membership, is a copy of our Health and Safety Excellence Program Topics Guide. If you'd like to look at what the requirements are for each of these topics, I know that's what I would like to do when I want to sign up for a program like this. I want to know what I'm signing up for. So definitely take a look at that and compare it to what you've got in place and identify some new topics that you may want to implement in your business. When you're implementing these topics, I mentioned earlier that step is called developing. So developing a topic means implementing that new procedure into your business. We ask you to use the Plan, Do, Check, Act implementation model. So sometimes we call this the PDCA. So Plan, Do, Check, Act is the process that you'll follow for implementing each health and safety topic into your workplace. The plan step is writing the procedure for that health and safety topic. So if you were to select the first aid topic as an example, the first step that you want to do is implement a procedure for first aid in your workplace. This is going to follow the first aid regulation requirements, identifying based on the size of your workplace, the number of workers that are on shift at any one time. What do you need in place as far as a first aid kit or a first aid station? What are the supplies that need to be in that kit? How many first aiders do you need for your business? How are you going to inspect and maintain those kits? And also, if you need to give first aid in the workplace, how do you want that recorded? Are you going to use a first aid logbook or an incident report form, for example? So that's all going to be spelled out in the first aid standard for your business. Once you've developed that new procedure, you move on to step 2, where you implement that procedure. If you don't have enough first aiders in the workplace, you would initiate the training for that. If you haven't been doing inspections on your first aid kits, you would implement an inspection process for that. Making sure that the supplies are available, making sure that the inspection report is there to be filled out. All of those things fall under that implementation or that do step. Once you've implemented that step, step 3 is to check or evaluate the implementation of that topic. So that'll look a little bit different for each topic that you select. So you might want to do an employee survey in some cases, or maybe you're doing a records review to make sure that inspections are being documented and first aid in incident reports or log sheets are being filled out correctly. So you would look at the aspects of that procedure to confirm that people are following them, that you're using them, that that procedure is successfully implemented. If during that check step you find any gaps, it's an opportunity to take a corrective action. So that moves you into step 4, which is the act step. So if you find that one of the first aid kits didn't get inspected on the regular schedule, maybe the inspector just didn't know it was there, that's an opportunity just to bring them up to speed on that specific location to make sure that that inspection is getting documented. Now your provider is going to give you a template to fill out some information for each of the topics that you complete, to walk you through that plan, do, check, act, because that's what we'll be looking for your validation step to make sure you followed that process for implementing your topics. Once your topics have all been validated, they're complete, you've implemented into the business, we move on to the rebate step. So again, you can complete up to 5 topics per health and safety action plan, and you have up to a year to complete that plan. Once you've done that, you earn a minimum rebate amount of $1,000 per topic in the program, up to a maximum of 100% of your annual premiums per health and safety action plan. Currently, with the smaller business initiative incentives, we are doubling those rebates in the program, and some smaller businesses can actually earn up to 200% of their annual premiums back in rebates. So here's an example of a calculation for how we do those rebates. This is an example of a machine shop with 15 employees. So again, the smaller business incentives are available to anyone with less than 100 full-time employees. If this business paid $40,000 in WSIB premiums last year and completed 3 topics in the Excellence program, they would qualify for our minimum rebate amount of $1,000 per topic. So for those 3 topics they do, they'll earn $3,000. Then we will double that rebate, so they get $6,000, plus they'll receive the $1,000 incentive upfront just for joining the program and creating an action plan, for a total rebate amount of $7,000. So some great financial incentives are on the table in this program. And again, it's for work that is going to make your business safer, fulfill your legal obligations, and ideally keep moving you forward on keeping everybody healthy and safe at the end of the day. So program costs are typically more than offset by the rebates that you can earn back. In addition, you'll also receive some public recognition through this program. So you do receive a digital membership badge upon joining the Excellence program. You can use that at your leisure for any of your marketing materials. A lot of employers really want to promote their commitment to health and safety, give their business a competitive edge or set it apart as a health and safety champion and being partnered with WSIB and our providers. We will also do our part to promote your business. We have a public data website called Safety Check. So you'll see there's a link here on the screen that'll be live in the slides that you receive after the webinar. If you want to check out our public data website, you can look up the health and safety statistics for any business that's registered with WSIB. And if they are a member of our program, you'll see that membership badge right on their employer profile page. So this is a great tool for anybody that's in the job market. If you want to see how safe a potential employer is, if you know anybody looking for work in your circle, your friends, your family, it's a great tool for them to be aware of as well. So a lot of great resources and incentives are available through this program. Again, it is 100% voluntary, but take advantage if this is work that you're doing anyway to implement a health and safety program into your workplace. It helps you to meet your legal obligations, keep up to date on legal, legislative changes. Employers and members really appreciate the network with that provider. It keeps them on track as well, so that health and safety is something that they're regularly checking in on. When you've got those specific target points, those specific goals to achieve on your action plan, keeps them on track so that they can achieve those and be able to move the needle on health and safety and take advantage of those financial incentives. This is just a list of the online services that are available. WSIB has made great progress in making dealing with us a lot simpler, faster, better, easier. So check out this list of online services. You can subscribe to whichever services you specifically use. So if you're not the person that reports payroll or pays premiums, don't subscribe to that service, but you can get your clearance certificate for your business, submit a Form 7 or an injury report. And the service that's highlighted here, we internally call Compass. It's analyze your rates and past claim costs on your menu. This is an amazing tool to analyze your specific business trends. So if you want to know your injury history for your organization, you want to look at what your most costly claim was, what are your injury trends, you can take this to your safety committee, take it to your leadership team, helps you to really focus in on your health and safety priorities. So definitely check that out as an option. So that brings me to the end of my portion of today's presentation. Hopefully I haven't gone too long. This is my contact information. Again, we will provide this after the session. If you want to know your business's specific rebate estimate, or you want help talking about providers or how the program works in any way, please feel free to reach out to me at any time. All right, did we want to do questions or will we save that to the end?
Maybe saving it to the end might work.
Okay, go ahead, that's all.
All right, I will stop sharing and hand it over to Stella from WSPS. Thank you.
Wonderful. Thank you, Laura. Let me just get my screen up and running here. Okay, thumbs up that you could see the presentation.
Yes.
Wonderful. Thank you. All right. So thank you, Laura, and good morning, everyone. Thanks so much for joining us. My name is Stella. I'm an account representative on the small business team at Workplace Safety and Prevention Services. And I'm really here to share information about WSPS and how we can support you through the Health and Safety Excellence Program. Additionally, we're going to provide resources to assist you on your health and safety journey. And I really want to say a really big thank you to Brenda and her team for hosting this session today. We are excited to be here. Okay, so a little bit about workplace safety and prevention services in case you've never heard of us before. WSPS is a not-for-profit organization dedicated to protecting Ontario workers and businesses. We are a proud partner in Ontario's occupational health and safety system, collaborating with both the Workplace Safety and Insurance Board and the Ministry of Labour, Immigration, Training and Skills Development. And our commitment extends to supporting the Health and Safety Excellence Program, which helps businesses achieve workplace injuries and illness prevention. When partnering with WSPS, you gain access to a team of over 100 professionals across the province. Our services include health and safety expertise, consulting, training, resources tailored to your business size. And as an approved WSIB provider, we have over 1,000 participants who have joined the Health and Safety Excellence Program, resulting in more than $7 million in WSIB rebates. So beyond that, and beyond what you see on your screen, we offer additional supports. And what they are is dedicated health and safety excellence team. We have our experts who are here to guide you throughout every step of the program. We provide you with resources and templates, and you can access those amazing resources and templates to assist you, again, in every step of the program. We have monthly communication and networking events, so certainly stay connected and learn from others in your field. And evidence review. So before submitting to WSIB, we review your evidence to ensure accuracy. And then, of course, you also have access to our 24/7 member community website, where you can explore our online community for ongoing support. Our program pricing is as you see here. And so WSPS offers a rolling registration, allowing businesses to join at any time during the year. The flat registration fee is based on your annual WSIB premiums. So most businesses that pay under $100,000 in premiums to the WSIB will be paying $800 to register for the Health and Safety Excellence Program. So additionally, the new WSIB incentives are fantastic benefits. As Laura had mentioned, you're going to receive $1,000 back once you select your topic and it's approved by WSIB, really effectively putting $200 back in your pocket. WSIB does not take any part of your rebate. What you earn is what you get. So you will find other sponsors out there that provide a lower registration fee. Having said that, they do take a cut of your rebate. So what you see on the screen here, $800 is what you pay, and we do not take any cut of your rebate. So please be mindful of that. And also, you'll receive a 10% discount on our other services purchased with WSPS as well. So if you're interested in registering for the program, finding the application form is easy. You would just follow these steps, visiting our website at WSPS.ca. You would navigate to the Health and Safety Excellence Program by going under the How We Help section. Accessing the application form, you'll find it right there. And we certainly hope that you do decide to join the Health and Safety Excellence Program right away, as it is a fantastic program to support you in your health and safety. And of course, all businesses need to have health and safety living and breathing in their workplaces. So why not get your premium dollars back while doing so? If you need more time to think about it, no problem. I'll be sending an email to Brenda after the webinar with all the links and information that Laura and I have spoken about today. Now, what if you're not ready to join the Health and Safety Excellence Program? No problem. WSPS has your back. So WSPS, we are dedicated to helping small business owners reach their full potential. This is why we've created something called our Small Business Center. And what this is a hub of tools and resources to keep you on track with health and safety information tailored to the size of your organization. Certainly scan the QR code now to access the Small Business Center real time. Initially, this is a snapshot of what our Small Business Center looks like. All the information and resources here are free. So our Small Business Center is divided into 4 sections, and each is packed with valuable tools and resources and information. But what we're going to focus on today for the sake of time is our safety roadmap. And this is where you're going to find customized, tailored information to businesses that are 1 to 5 employees, 6 to 19, or 20 to 49. And again, those resources, information, and tools are free, and they're tailored to your business size. So certainly follow our safety roadmap to address your legal requirements and fill in any occupational health and safety gaps or concerns that you might have. Of course, remembering that the resources on our small business centers are completely free. Certainly check out our Small Biz Bites video. So if you're new to health and safety and you're still trying to wrap your brain around some things, we have created our Small Biz Bites videos. They are short videos, animated videos that are 3 to 5 minutes long, and they really offer clear understanding of essential health and safety regulations. Plus, with a built-in knowledge check, you'll not only learn about your understanding, but you also confirm your understanding of these critical standards as well. If you don't know where to start at all and you are feeling overwhelmed with health and safety, we have something called our Small Business Advisory Service, which is really designed for businesses that have less than 20 employees. And essentially, what we're doing is we're matching the small business owner with one of our health and safety experts, who we have all across the province of Ontario. Our experts are our volunteers. They are passionate. They are knowledgeable. They are certified in health and safety, and they really want to help you. So essentially, what we're doing is we're matching the small business owner with one of our experts in the region. And what you're going to be doing is you're going to be spending approximately 10 hours working with your advisor at mutually convenient times together to improve your health and safety in your business using simple, practical solutions. Sorry about that. We also provide a program handbook, which you're going to receive as well, with valuable tools and information. So if you don't know where to start with health and safety and you're really feeling overwhelmed, perhaps thinking of registering for our small business advisory service, and then down the road registering for our health and safety excellence program when you feel a little bit more grounded in your health and safety. Stay connected with WSPS, join our community on social media, and get the latest updates on health and safety. Follow us at WSPS.ca, LinkedIn, Facebook, X, and YouTube for content and resources. Or tune into our Small Biz podcast. We have over 35 episodes recorded and ready to listen to. And basically, we follow the small business, what's trending in the news and what's trending in health and safety. Some of our featured episodes include discovering the WSIB Health and Safety Excellence Program and learning about all those exciting double rebate incentives. In our last episode, we talk about first aid requirements for Ontario workers. So certainly subscribe and listen to your favorite on your favorite platform to empower your small business with the knowledge and to create a safer workplace. All right, so here is our contact information. If you have any further questions, certainly reach out to us via email. You can find our contact addresses on the slide. And additionally, for more information, certainly explore the Health and Safety Excellence Program. WSIB pages on our website. If you're interested in participating, please visit the WSPS website to register for the program. Thank you so much for participating in this session. On behalf of Laura and I, we appreciate your attendance and we wish you all the best on your health and safety journey.
Thank you, ladies. That was amazing. I wish that we had hundreds of people on this call to hear that great story, but we will get your message out. We do have some questions, if I could go ahead. The first one is from one of our online people who's asking, they are a staffing agency, and so they have 3 staff in their office, but they have multiple staff on the road. So in some instances, they're considered like under 5, and some they're not. They're not sure who defines that, or is that self-regulated? Like who says that I'm 1 to 5, and how does that go?
So I'm going to tackle this from an excellence program perspective, and then Stella can comment as far as their resource for the small businesses. With the excellence program, we look at your payroll information. So you report payroll to WSIB in order for us to calculate premiums. So we look at the average overall based on that payroll information that's coming in to make an estimate on how many full-time equivalent staff that you have. So I can definitely look at your account information to see what the estimate has been for your organization if you're under 100 from the perspective of qualifying for the smaller business incentives in the excellence program. And then from there, with implementing health and safety programs, you would be expected to implement a lot of it with all of the staff. Some of it's going to apply to the temporary staff that are going out into other workplaces, and some of it's going to apply differently to the office staff that exist in your own workplace that you control. So it's likely going to be a 2-prong kind of approach for implementing different hazard identification and hazard control type elements of the health and safety system. But definitely we have other staffing agencies in the program, and we have tackled and worked through this. So definitely can connect with you afterwards if you want to look at how that would work for your specific industry.
Great, thank you, Laura. Tracy, let me know if that answers your questions. And meanwhile, I'll go on to one. If we have to come back, we will. I know that I am, and I know that Stella is. I know one of our other listeners is our not-for-profits. Are they eligible for all this?
Yeah, as long as you pay premiums to WSIB as a Schedule 1 employer, you're eligible for rebates on the premiums that you pay.
And from WSPS perspective, regardless of being a profit or not-for-profit, our small business center is on our website and you're able to access that. Those resources are available for you for free regardless.
Okay. Jim, I'm gonna, someone's asking, are they gonna get a copy? I'm gonna send all this out. I'm gonna send the recording and all your notes to everybody who joined up. So thank you. You'll get all this information and all the fine ladies' contact information too. One more question. You talked about the rebates being like applied to the back to the account, but does that account for the first $1,000 incentive as well?
Yeah, so actually the rebates, as long as there's no outstanding balance on your WSIB account, we will be sending you a check for those rebates. Okay,
great.
so yes, with the $1,000 upfront for joining the program and creating an action plan. Once the action plan is approved by the provider, we will add you to the rebate schedule, which we issue quarterly.
Okay, thank you. Another question from our listener was, does the Excellence Program registration have a deadline for 2024?
Yeah, so in order to qualify for the double rebates, the Smaller Business Initiative incentives, you do need to register and have an action plan approved in the program by December 31st. So you don't have to have the Excellence Program topics completed, you just have to have gotten started, okay? If you don't meet that deadline, that again is just for the smaller business incentives. So if your business decides, this all sounds wonderful, but I really just can't do it this year, if you want to sign up in the new year, the program is ongoing. So technically, there's really no deadline to register into the Excellence Program, only to qualify for the smaller business incentives.
Yeah, and I think to expand on that a little bit, I think that by creating an action plan, I think what we're saying is you register for the program by filling out the application form, and then you select your health and safety topic or topics, and we send that to the WSIB. They approve that, and that's it. So, and then we work towards implementing that plan, do, check, act approach in 2025. So there are just a couple of steps that you need to take to qualify for those double rebates. And I believe they are changing. So by the end of this year, if you certainly want to take advantage of those double rebates, certainly get your application and your action plan in because they will be changing, my understanding, in 2025. But we don't know exactly what that looks like just yet.
Correct.
Another question. Thank you. I can't imagine why you wouldn't want to work with Stella and all her very talented colleagues, but do I have to use a provider?
So yes, you do have to use a provider. It is a requirement in order to register into the program. Currently, we have a whopping total of 5 of us promoting this program and providing some retention support. So yes, and we have over 4,000 members. So, you know, working towards building that, more members into the program, more employers participating. So our provider network is really key, and we rely on them heavily to provide, you know, the stellar, you know, supports to all of our members for implementing these new health and safety initiatives. So, you know, we get this question a lot, and sometimes maybe you're working with an organization that isn't an approved provider, but there's definitely some different options in this program to, you know, again, select the level of support that you're looking for. If you just need somebody that, you know, gives you the templates and you can bounce a question off here and there, you know, there's those different options versus, you know, having a provider that's doing a lot of that work for you. So our provider network is definitely an asset, and we'll see the value.
I can't imagine not a reason not to do it, but I thought I'd just get the question out there. So thank you. Yeah, that's great. Well, ladies, I don't know what to say. What an amazing opportunity for small businesses to do the right thing, to get their health and safety plan and program in place for their employees, to make it a healthier and safe place to work, and to win financially with rebates that are doubled this year and simple to get to with lots of support. So I think it's an amazing program. We'll do our best to shout it out to our whole membership team as soon as we finish here. And I want to thank you again for taking the time on this busy week that I'm sure you've got umpteen things going on for Small Business Week. We like to support all our members this way, and I hope to work with you again in the future. So thank you.
Thank you so much for having us, Brenda. Wishing everyone all the best, and we'll talk to you soon.
Thank you.
Thanks, ladies.
Have a great day.
Take care. Bye-bye.